Welcome back. You're watching Overdrive, and it's time now for Sirish to answer all your motoring queries. Sirish, our first question comes into us from Deep Andrews. Deep says he lives in the Nilgiris and wants to buy himself an SUV. His budget is about 15 to 20 lakh rupees. He wants a diesel engine and he definitely wants a 4x4. At pinch, he needs to seat up to 7 people. He really likes the Toyota Fortuner, but he believes the waiting period is very, very long. He's also heard about the new Tata Aria. Is that a good option that he should consider? And can you tell him more about its pricing and when it's likely to be launched?
Well, the Fortuner is the best in that segment, and that's why there is this long waiting period for it, because it is very good. What I would suggest is put your money down on the Fortuner and wait for it, because when you get it, you will be really impressed. Now, the Tata Aria, I think it was one of the stars of the show. It really looks impressive. It's got 3 rows of seats, so it can seat 7, but it is not a hardcore off-roader. It's got part-time 4-wheel drive, so when the car senses that the front wheels are slipping, then torque is sent to the front wheels. Otherwise, it's normally a rear-wheel drive vehicle, like a normal MUV like the Innova. So it's not, if you want going to use it in plantations and all that, I don't think it will work too well. I would suggest, if you can't wait for long enough for the Fortuner, then look at the Endeavour. Now, the new Endeavour has got a very good engine, that 3-litre engine. It's got an automatic gearbox and it also has low ratio. So that is another option that you could consider for your plantation.
All right, our next question comes into us via our Facebook page. Usha Subramani writes in saying, "Hi Overdrive team." Well, from the entire team, Usha, hi to you as well. She wants to buy herself a sedan. She's shortlisted a few options: the City IV Tech, the Fiesta 1.6, the SX4 and the Linea Petrol. Which is the best option for her, Sirish?
See, we've been saying it often on the show that the Honda City is the best bet in that segment. It's got the best blend of everything, of practicality, of reliability, of that Honda image, of space inside the car, of comfort and of performance. But if you're looking only at performance, well, we did a track test last month in the magazine and we found that the Fiesta 1.6S, that's the dream to drive on the track. Ford's engineers have made some changes to the suspension. It's got good tires, it's a little lowered, it's stiffened, and it really handles extremely well. It doesn't have the performance of the City, but because of its handling, because it is so good, its lap times are actually quicker than the Honda City. So if performance is your sole priority, I would suggest the Fiesta. It also looks very sporty in the blue color with the spoiler and the body kit. Looks very nice. But if you want a blend of everything, then the City still makes more sense.
All right, thanks Usha for writing in. Our next question comes into us from Bangalore. Salil Diaz writes in saying he wants to buy himself a motorcycle. He's got a budget of about ₹1 lakh. It has to be a Royal Enfield for him, but he's confused between the Classic 350 and the Thunderbird. Now, what his friends have told him is that the Classic has a more modern engine, but he really likes the looks of the Thunderbird. So what should it be, Sirish, for him, the Thunderbird or the Classic?
Well, your friends are right. The Classic does have a modern engine, but there is no Classic 350, not yet. It is the Classic 500, which has got the UC engine, the unit construction engine. It also has fuel injection. So it is the most technologically advanced Royal Enfield motor ever. It's also made it to a nice gearbox, got electric start, and the Classic looks fabulous. I'm not personally too keen on the Thunderbird because it's neither a proper cruiser nor is it a proper bullet. It's somewhere in between. So I personally don't like it, though a lot of buyers actually love the Thunderbirds. But right now, there is the Thunderbird 350 and there's the Classic 500. And the Classic 500, don't forget, is expensive. But you can afford it, then I would suggest you buy the Classic 500. I rode it in Chennai and I love the bike to bits. So that is my recommendation if you are a bullet head.
Well, that brings us to an end of this Auto Selector. Sirish, as always, many thanks for answering all our viewers' queries.